I'm here at Genesis now. I'm going to go in, show you around and see the printing processes they've got. Today we're going to look at the ChromaLuxe process and well, really excited. Can't wait to see it. Let's go in and have a look.
Which image is it?
You've got the Genesis, it should be a file there with Genesis. Genesis work, yeah. There's 3 images on there.
Okay.
And what's the format you'd like them in TIFF, is that right?
That would be perfect, yeah.
And Adobe RGB?
Yep. 16-bit's good, obviously for information, and but our machine only does 8-bit, I think. 1.7 by, what's the actual size? 44. Yeah, about 1 metre by 1.7. That's the maximum we can do right now.
Okay.
But we will be getting a bigger machine at some point.
Do you find the ChromaLuxe is more of a photographic solution? I mean, do fine artists have their work done with this, or is that more giclée and
I think we're getting a good cross section right now, because people are starting to wake up to ChromaLuxe, and because a lot of people don't know what it is.
No.
So I think there's all kinds of different things with ChromaLuxe that's you know, it's quite durable, it's weatherproof, all these things that some of these other things aren't. So.
Well, it's an interesting substrate because you don't need to have it framed, do you? So it's attached directly to the wall by
so
your clamping system on the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's A4 size, is that correct?
Yeah, just if you could do those 3 at A4 just as demonstration purposes, that'd be brilliant.
Well, it's not quite an A4 shape, so I can do the shortest dimension, which is in inches, 8.25. Where was he?
He was in Richmond Park yesterday, actually.
Wow.
And I waited absolutely ages for that bird to land on its back.
Because obviously you must have seen it earlier doing that, so you were trying to reproduce that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, is this, because there's a bit of movement in there, I noticed.
Yeah, there is a little bit of movement in it, yeah. I was quite a distance away with the zoom. I didn't really want to get too close to him in case he got a little bit angry.
Definitely. So I'm going to place a bit of sharpening on it just to...
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just 3. Just check the sizes.
How long have Genesis been using this method of
for the last couple of years?
Since 2014.
Yeah. There were some, not teething problems, but we had some issues with the head on this, I think it was this specific machine. We were going through 6 heads a year.
Wow.
I think it's something to do with the inks, because it's not Epsom inks.
How much are the heads each?
Over 1,000, I think.
Wow, it's a large outlay, isn't it?
It is, but when you think of the Lambda, it's like 250,000 just for the machine. You know, the inkjets are quite, you know, reasonable. So you know, the parts, you know, still don't, are still quite reasonable compared to, say, the Lambda, which is the C-type printer.
And for the amateur photographer who can only afford a cheap inkjet printer, it's a large, giant leap, isn't it, between there and an Epsom professional printer like this?
That's right. Well, what's interesting is the Lambda work is actually cheaper than our inkjets because we buy in bulk, so the actual paper is cheaper. So.
And you print on a large gamut of papers. I see behind you you've got rolls and rolls of paper.
Yeah. We have various different types to hopefully cater for everybody's taste.
What seems to be the most popular paper from?
For inkjet?
For inkjet, yeah.
I think it's Hannemuller Smooth. That's quite nice. It's got a lovely surface to it, but it is very, very delicate. It's similar to this surface in some respects, but obviously it's much thicker paper, better quality paper.
How long is the life expectancy on that? Because it is archival, isn't it, Hannemuller?
Yeah. Well, they say, you know, it's similar to the photographic, and they've tested it by putting it into UV rooms, trying to sort of like age them. But they're saying 50 to 70 years, the same as photographic.
Yeah, when I came to you for your demonstration night, I had the big red bus here printed on this substrate. What is this material?
It's foam board.
Foam board.
Foamex.
Foamex. Yeah. So it's come out quite well actually.
Is that a DTM?
Yes.
It's downstairs, yeah?
Yeah, downstairs.
Okay.
What's the life expectancy of a print on this surface?
Well, I know it's UV cured, so it's pretty robust.
Yeah.
So it's good for outdoors. But for, when you, it's not. I'm not sure if it's similar to the photographic longevities.
Yes.
If anything, I would have thought it'd be a bit more. But so this is done now.
Okay.
So I'll cut it.
Brilliant.
And,
looks great.
it will do.
Okay, so once you've printed out these roughs, what's the process then for the client?
Yeah, the clients come in and see the images and see and go, wow, these are amazing. But we can sort of post them to them if they can't come in, because being A4 it's quite a good size, simple to post. And then, as I say, it shows the colours. If they want a slight correction, we can do that. But I think generally they're pretty good colours. You know, the colours seem to be pretty stable. And then we get on with the job.
And it seems that the artists from all over the world come here to Genesis.
It's starting to become a bit like that, yeah. I think we've obviously got websites and we're visible, so yeah, we're getting people from further afield, which is good. Once again, as I say, we can send them in the post so they can see what they look like.
But you also offer a great framing service here, really the whole package, don't you?
We do.
If you could just brief us as to...
well, we've got lots of different frames, mouldings, an array of them you can come in and see. And if you don't particularly like the ones we've got, then we can order some different ones if you've got a preference. And yeah, we can do various different sizes. So it's a big setup. We've got like five guys downstairs doing that, and the quality is second to none. It really is good.
But you also do a complete package for exhibitions as well, for artists and photographers.
We do. So when you come in, obviously from the start, that's when basically, if it's all bespoke, then we can obviously negotiate the prices, and because there's standard sort of prices for prints and that, but obviously they can be absorbed into, if you want the frames done as well. So yeah, so
it's a complete package, really.
Exactly, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, let's go downstairs and see them printed.
No problem.
So the prints have come down here now to the heat press. Okay, I'm with Stacey now, and we're down to the heat press to print the works onto the substrate. Can you tell us a little bit about what the next stage is?
The next stage will be getting the appropriate piece of board, whether it be white gloss, matte gloss, silver gloss, or matte silver. And cleaning that product up, make sure it's clean and ready for putting the product onto.
Wonderful. Okay, so how long does that whole process take?
It doesn't take long to prepare the surface. It's literally just wipe it, check it for any imperfections, and then just take the image into place, click it onto the table, and you're good to go.
And there's lots of different colours you can do this on, aren't there, in terms of the aluminium? It is aluminium, is it?
It is a 1.2mm piece of aluminium which is treated. It's treated with a product that either is going to be gloss finish or a matte finish. And it's basically a coating on top of that 1.2 sheet of aluminium, and that will determine whether you get a matte or a gloss finish.
Looking at your demonstration pieces here, they're stunning colours, they really are. It's a little bit like the old-fashioned Ektachrome.
The white gloss really does bring out the colours, and they do look very soft.
Wonderful. Let's hit the switch and see it go. Okay, so what's the next process then? You're now trimming them.
I'm going to trim each individual image.
Yeah.
Obviously to get it onto the correct material. And cleaning it, make sure there's no dust on the surface of the print or the substrate that it's going onto.
Okay. So the next process is just cutting and trimming onto the substrate, yeah.
To make the print appropriate size for the material going onto, because you need the excess paper around the edge in order to tape it into position.
Okay. When you print the large works, is that also done on that bag or is it done on the larger one?
Yes. It's all done on the same machine.
So you've got registration marks on the print for lining it up, or how do you do that?
Because these are tests, it's not so important. Generally it will be the image size, and the border will be cut slightly smaller than the image size, approximately 4 mil smaller in total, and so you'll have a 2 mil overhang of image on the border.
I also noticed you've got different finishes on the edges. Some have you got round edges and some you've got just sharp edge to it.
Yep. As standard, we do a 2 mil radius on most products, mainly because of safety reasons. It's a very sharp material. It can be a bit pokey.
Yeah.
But we can do straight edges if people prefer, and if it's going into a frame, we will do a straight edge.
And in terms of hanging them, how are they hung on the wall?
They are subframes, or they can be split patterned, or as I say, get into a frame of some sort. The subframe is basically an aluminium channel, which is 1 centimetre thick and just stuck into place, and then it's hung from 2 hangs.
Must look nice hanging on the wall. Very contemporary look, I would imagine.
It is, yes, yeah, it's very nice indeed. And the reason we go for the 1 centimetre thick material is if you go for, you can get a 25 mil material, but it tends to be a bit susceptible to bending. So we tend to advise to go for the thinner material. You can put it on the thicker stuff if customer wishes.
Yeah. Well, we offer anything here at Genesis.
We try our best, yeah. So once it's on the ball and taped into position and clean, it's now possible to flip it over without dropping it and moving it and so on.
Okay, let's put it in. So how long have you been here at Genesis then?
I've been here 19 years.
Wow, that's a good number of years. I bet you've seen some major changes in the print industry, haven't you?
Indeed, yeah. I basically started with film processing, simply 186 black and white. And we did that for many years, obviously, and then suddenly that disappeared. And I came over into the mounting and finishing area, did a framing as well. In that sense,
it's changed a lot, isn't it?
It has, yeah.
I mean, each year something new seems to come out, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's trying to keep up with different technologies. To us, the newest pieces are the ChromaLuxe and the Jetrix direct to media, both of which are very good pieces of equipment that have changed the appearance of a lot of people's artwork. You know, and it's worked
Do you
very well.
find here at Genesis it's more of a photographic clientele, or you've got a real mix of artists out?
It has gone more towards the artists
Really?
now, but we still do get a lot of photographers in. But obviously a lot of photographers are doing a lot of their own retouching work and so on, and we're sort of like at the end piece of the process now where we're getting frames ready or exhibitions ready. So it's a mixed bag,
yes.
But yeah, more artists.
So I brought my photographs in today for demonstration purposes, and you've also got Big Red Bus, Westminster, which I have done in the Giclée, like that print over there. So you do offer here at Genesis a complete package for all artists and photographers?
Yeah. We try to be what's termed as a one-stop shop. So you can come in, get your prints retouched, you get your prints printed, and then we can frame them or melt and adjust the print.
And you've got worldwide clientele from looking on the walls here.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, I'll let you get on and start.
Okay. This material is to absorb the moisture from the aluminium. I know that sounds weird, but there is moisture in the alley. It sucks it out. It's quite a weird concept.
What sort of temperatures does it get up to in there?
It gets to 195 this process. But I believe you can go hotter, but why you'd want to do that, I don't know. And it's going to run for 3.5 minutes.
So you've taken the protective paper off the print, and now they're just cooling down. Is that the next process?
Yeah, they need to cool down in order for us to start handling them properly and to clean all the residue off with just a finished polish.
Okay. The colours are unbelievable. They really are sharp.
They are.
A little bit like the old Ectochrome transparency.
They are very impacting, definitely on the gloss, on the white gloss. It really brings out.
The whites come through, don't they?
Yeah,
Beautifully.
really nice. But on the matte is very nice as well. It's the matte up there somewhere.
Can I handle that?
I'll
let
do
you
it
do
for
it.
you, yeah. As you can see, that's a matte finish. And even though
It looks nice in matte, actually,
it
as well,
is,
doesn't it?
it's a very flat matte, but it's a very nice matte. It's not a flat dull matte you can see in the darker areas.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of punch to it.
In terms of choice between the white and the aluminium, is it a 50-50 split? Would you say what clients like?
I would say the majority is white gloss.
So looking at the bird print there, the white really comes through, isn't it?
It's really rich. It's got a lovely shine to it. It really is nice. As you say, bird shot.
The eyes really come out, really accentuated in this process,
It
isn't
does
it?
indeed, yeah.
They look magnificent, really large, one of your larger.
They will indeed, yeah.
And the final process is just polishing them up, yeah?
Yep.
What do you use? What is this?
It's a basic Sainsbury's furniture polish. Ideally with minimal wax. You don't want to use a waxy product because the wax will stay on to the material. But as you can see, it's very easy to clean. So if it gets any spillages on there at any later stage, it's very easy to clean.
Well, in the olden days of prints, you've got fingerprints all over it, but this, you can handle it quite successfully, can't you?
Yes, yeah.
Once you've gone through this process, it's then attaching the
And then it will be the subframe.
subframe on the back.
Yeah, as required by client or whichever process is going to next.
Okay, while it's cooking in there, I've got two samples here. This is the white finish, this is the aluminium. They both look fantastic. Can you frame them?
You can indeed, yes. You can frame it conventionally, so a spacer frame or a box frame, but it will be just framed as any other piece of artwork would be done.
Yes.
Alternatively, you can have what's called a tray frame or a surround frame.
Yeah.
So it's up to the edge and just glued into place. It's just like a finishing edge. That's all.
I mean, what's wonderful, it's got such a lovely gloss finish to it. It almost looks like there's a sheet of glass in front of it
Exactly,
anyway.
yeah. And you've got the protection of the material as well. It is very resistant to scratching and any kind of water spills and so on.
So in a moment you're going to show me how they're fixed on the back.
Yep. And the subframe is available in two different profiles, 25mm and 10mm. We recommend using the 10mm to prevent any kind of bend in the metal. For this example, I'll show you the 25mm approximately cut to the size. It's obviously going to be too big for this sample, but all the subframes are then cut to the specific size for the final piece of artwork. They are quite simply held together with a bracket system which slides in to each profile, like so. clean up with a subframe like so. The back of that will be scored to give it an abrasive surface, and then the back of the ChromaLuxe will be marked and also scored to give an abrasive surface there. And then we use a glue that is used in the automotive industry for sticking trims to cars and so on, so it's very strong and weather resistant. And then it's quite simply placed into position and stuck into place. Generally it will be about a 5 centimetre gap from the edge of the product. Pops into place like so, and then one on each side, and it can be adjusted for personal hanging heights or trying to get it level, and then just screwed into place and it's done.
And being lightweight, the whole thing, it's just going to hang so easy, isn't it?
It's very light, yeah. It's not an issue to hang from a relatively straightforward screw in a wall. Or you can hang it from picture wire as well, I've seen that. It doesn't bow forward too much because they're so light.
Okay, so the process has been finished. I'm sure you'll agree. The sample pieces look fantastic. There's the big red bus, Westminster. It's wonderful. A recent shot of mine in Richmond Park with the red stag. Colours really zing, don't they? And here's the lavender farm. Brilliant, brilliant colours too. Absolutely glorious. Genesis do such a great job, and I'd like to thank them for letting me come down today and watch the process. And I hope you enjoyed watching it too. Take care guys, and happy painting, and in this case, happy photography. See you soon, bye.